Hello, this is Jamey from Stonemeyer Games, and I'm here for game 59. I was going to say game 2. Game 59, round 2 of Rolling Realms. We're going to play today with Micro Dojo, Skulk Hollow, and A Feast for Odin. These are all promo realms, so if you just want to play along for fun and you don't have them, you can still use the dice rolls that I roll. But you can also get these realms on our web store and play along with me in the future if you're not available today. So let's jump right in and give this a shot. There's a little bit of push your luck with Skulk Hollow, so definitely be paying attention to that. And we'll see if we can have a chance at completing Micro Dojo, which is a tough one. 6 and 3 on the first roll. So let me refresh myself on Skulk Hollow. I need to mark a number and pay the resource cost, then gain that target's benefits. Whenever a pair is rolled, the Guardian attacks. Push your luck. The chances are pretty good. I just need to kind of hope that I don't roll pairs in this realm. Hey, Chad. Hope you're doing well today. So I need resources to be able to use Skulk Hollow. So the first thing I need to do is get some resources. So I could get some resources right away here. Let's say I used a 3 here to get that pumpkin, because that actually lines up really well. So let's use the 3 to complete this island, which is actually 2 resources and a star right away. That's the easiest island to get, definitely, in A Feast for Odin, where you're trying to complete islands and also cover up some stars. So we have that. Now we have that 6. So I can cross off this 6 just in case we ended up rolling double 6s. Unlikely, but possible. And I need to spend that pumpkin to gain another coin and a star. Looking good so far. That means that I can also activate Micro Dojo. So I can mark a number to gain the benefit. If possible, also mark a number matching the other rolled die, or either rolled dice, since I'm creating a number. Also back and mention the number. Okay, so it doesn't have to be in the same square. So I will just create a 1, and I will replace that coin with another coin, I guess. So there's that coin. And now I need to use a 3 or a 6 to mark off something else. And I think I'll go, and in this realm, you do want to complete the first completed row, the first completed column. So I might try to focus on this row and column here. Let's cross off, or let's get the 3, the 6. Let's use the 6 right here. I'll use that 6. So cross off that 6. I don't get the resource for the second one that I cross off. All right, turn 2. A 2 and a 1. 2 and a 1. So not a pair. So we're safe on Skulk Hollow. And hopefully I can continue to work my way towards that. So if I want to cross off the 1, I have the coin for it. If I want to cross off the 2, I need to get a heart first. Not a great combo for A Feast for Odin, where we generally want bigger numbers, more space to fill up. And Micro Dojo. So I might actually ignore A Feast for Odin this time and go for some other realms. Maybe I'll go for a 2. Here's a 2 right here. There's a 2. And then I could cross off a, so I get the pumpkin for that. And then the 1, cross off the other number here. I don't get the resource for that. I can now use a 1 down here on Skulk Hollow and pay a coin. And that gives me another star and also gives me that pumpkin. So I'll just skip A Feast for Odin this turn and see how that works out. Ideally, I'll roll a bigger number and I can cover up a bunch of stuff in A Feast for Odin. A 5 would be great, actually. Oh, a little askew die here. I'll just give it a shake and see where that ends up. 2, 5 and a 2. So 5 is indeed what I wanted for A Feast for Odin. Lets me cover up a lot of stuff all at once with this shape. So I will get 1 of each resource and a star with that shape in A Feast for Odin. Gives me some flexibility for things to do in other realms. I could now use the 2 here in Skulk Hollow. I wouldn't mind doing that. Yeah, let's use the 2 right there. Cross off that heart. Moving fast in Skulk Hollow. I gain another coin and I gain another star. Really, in Skulk Hollow, you only need to use 6 numbers to complete it. You're just kind of pushing your luck the longer you wait to actually do that. Now, I haven't done anything in Micro Dojo. I could create a die, maybe a 1, 2, or 3 to use down here. Yeah, maybe I'll keep focusing on this row and column. You do get an extra star if you cross off all numbers in the entire grid. That is very difficult to do. So I'd rather focus on the first 5 stars in Micro Dojo. There's the 1. It gives me a heart. And now I need to cross off either a 5 or a 2. Ideally in this row or column. I do see a 5 right here. So I'm going to lose. Oh, there's a 5. I'd rather cross off a non-coin. So that actually completes this square, which is why we put those dotted lines down there. And this square is also complete. So doing well on that. That row in particular is looking great. If I need to pivot, I could also focus on that column, maybe, or really any column at this point. Only 3 turns in, doing pretty well. Let's go for turn 4. A 6 and a 1. Now, 6s are nice in a Feast for Odin because you can use them as any shape and you don't even have to mark that shape as used, which is pretty powerful. So I think that's what I'll do for a Feast for Odin. I know that later on I'll need a 3 right here. Right now, I might as well just try to fill up as much space as possible elsewhere. Let's go up here. Let's use that 5, that nice 5 shape up here. Get a coin, a pumpkin, and a star. Coin, pumpkin, star. Again, looking pretty good in a Feast for Odin. Now, I don't have any of these numbers to use in Skulk Hollow. I could go out of my way to create a 3. I don't know if that's, or I doubt that is the right strategy. So I will just push my luck a little bit and wait and hope that I don't roll a double 3, double 4, or double 5. Now, over here at Micro Dojo, I actually don't have a use for the 1, but I could maybe create a 2 and then cross off a 6 someplace else. Or I could duplicate the 6, although I can't actually duplicate that 6. I would need... Actually, I only need 2 coins. I rarely use this, but if the sum of the rolled dice is 7, you can gain a die of the same value as either rolled die. Hardly ever use that. But yeah, why not go for it here? These add up to 7. Hey, Tony. Thanks for popping in today. So I will use 2 dice to copy this 6, and I will use the 6 to get a star right there. There's a star for that 6. And then I can cross off a number for the other rolled die. It's a 1. I can't manipulate it. I just have to look at it as used. There's no 1 to cross off, so I will lose out on that one, unfortunately. On to turn 5. A 2 and a 3. 2 and a 3. I do need a 3 in a Feast for Odin. I don't need it urgently, but I do need it. And I do need a 3 in Skulk Hollow. I'm maybe a little bit more tempted to use it there. Yeah, let's use that 3 in Skulk Hollow right here. Cost me a pumpkin, and I gain another star and a heart. And the 2, I need some more stars for Micro Dojo. I need that 5. I need the 4. Neither of those work for this combination of numbers, but I could use the 2 and cross off a 3 someplace else. So maybe I'll do that. I can use the 2 right. I use the 2 right here. I'm a little tempted to get that heart because I might need to copy a number later. Let's use that. I'll use that one. There's the 2. Here's a heart. And for the 3, I don't think I really need more pumpkins right now. So I will cross off. Actually, this 3 would fill in a box. So let's go for that 3 right there. All right. So far, so good. On to turn 6. A pair of 1s. Fortunately, so we did roll up a pair. The monster might attack, but because I've already crossed off the 1 wherever it was down in Skulk Hollow, I don't have to worry about it, which is great. So a pair of 1s. 1s are not helpful at all in Micro Dojo. So they actually don't do much in Skulk Hollow either. I can use a 1 in a Feast for Odin, but I kind of need to plan things out if I'm going to do that. The pair of 1s was not the role for this combination of realms right now. But that's okay. I will end up getting a free resource out of it because it is impossible for me to use it in Skulk Hollow or Micro Dojo. But I can use a 1 in a Feast for Odin. I really don't want to. But let's see how I can map this out a little bit. If I guess I could use a long one there, and then that. Let's just go for the star. Why not? Let's fill in that star. And now I can't use the other 1. And so I'm going to create another coin. That might come in use later. All right, turn 7. A 3 and a 2 again. Okay, well, I needed that 3 and a piece for Odin, so I can work with that. I might have to copy something to do it in Skulk Hollow, though I have 2 turns left, so I think I'm okay there. Here, I'll use the 3 here. Oh, I need to cross that off. I don't think I missed anything else that I should have crossed. Oh, I should have crossed off that. Gain a heart. The 2 I can use down here in Micro Dojo. The last 2 I can cross off, gives me a coin. And then I need to use the 3 to cross off something else. Could be that one, could be that one. Let's go for this one. Still haven't completed a row or column in Micro Dojo. I'm a little nervous there. I need some specific numbers. I need 4s and 5s. You usually don't want to go into the last 2 turns really needing specific numbers, but that's where I am right now. So I've used the 3, used the 2. Now I could, and I could copy this 3 and turn it into a 4 and use it right there. It is possible. It's probably the right move. But it's a lot of resources to spend, and I might just be able to copy a 4 later and not need to manipulate it. So I'm going to push my luck in more than one way and go for turn 8 here. 4s and 5s are what I really need. There's a 5. A little bit of hope there. A 1 and a 5. Okay, I might need to copy this 5 a little bit. Fortunately, I think I can only copy it once. But what am I going to do with this 5? It wasn't really, ideally it would have been a 6. But I can work with it. So the 5, I think I'll put it down here. Cross off this coin and get a heart and a star in Skulk Hollow. And now the 5. So I was hoping for a 6 because the 6 I can use any shape, even one that I've crossed off. This remaining shape for 5 isn't really ideal. It leaves a lot of gaps, but it does give me 2 more hearts. So I'm thinking I could copy the 5. Yeah, let's do it. I think I need to do it. I need to at least copy the 5 to use in Micro Dojo. And I can't wait to the last turn to fill in a piece for Odin. Although I know at this point that I'm not getting any more. I can't complete a piece for Odin. I think at best I could use 2 pumpkins to turn to copy the 5, turn it into a 6, put it down here, and hope for a 4. That's a lot, though. That's a lot. And I could still copy the 5 and put it down here. So I don't know when I'm going to roll my final turn. I don't know if I'll have a 5 to use up. So I think I'll spend some resources here to make some things happen. So I'm going to use 3 hearts to copy the 5. I'm going to turn that 5 into, so it could be a 6 or a 4. Let's turn it into a 6 so that I can reuse this shape and put it down here. Gain a pumpkin and a heart. Heart and a pumpkin. Now I'm going to copy the 5 again and use it over here for a star. Finish this one. Still have not completed a row or column. And then I need to cross off a 1 elsewhere. I can't cross off a 1. And now at the end of the turn, I've used all the realms. I can't use the 1. And so I get a free resource. I think the most useful free resource at this point will be a pumpkin. Could be a coin. It could be a coin. Let's go for a coin. Turn 9. Need a 4. Need a couple 4s. Need all 4s. Really, I need a pair of 4s. Although I don't need a pair of 4s because that'll ruin me in Skulk Hollow. 6 and a 4. Actually, that may have been better than a pair of 4s because the 6 is wild for Feast for Odin. This is a pretty good roll. 6 and a 4. Can I make this happen? I think I'm too short on hearts to really make things happen, but I could get another 4 out of these coins. So what I'm thinking is I use the 4. Oh, I need to get a heart first. So I'll use the 6 as a 4 here to get a coin and a heart. I will then use the 4 in Skulk Hollow. Oh, coin and a heart. Did I do that right? Yeah. Yeah. I didn't circle the heart. I now have the 4. I can spend the heart here. Get this. I get a pumpkin and the last star. I've gotten all the stars for a feast for Odin. And now I have 4 coins that I can turn into a 4 to get this last star and at least complete. Yeah, I think that's the best I can do. Use that 4 down here, cross off this star, get another star, and complete my first row or column, finally in Micro Dojo. And then I can use the 6 to cross off another number. Will that get me any further? No, well, that won't quite get me any further. Cross off that 6 right there. But not bad. I mean, that was probably the best roll to have at the end. So I end up with a 16.3. 16.3. Let me know what you scored if you played along now or if you're playing along in the future. And let me know in the comments or remind me in the comments that I scored a 16.3. Hopefully you got an even better score. I'm pretty happy with that last roll. I thought there were a few options there, and 6 and 4 was, I think, the best possible roll that could have happened. I could have also maybe worked with a 5 and a 4, but 6 and a 4 was great. So yeah, thank you all for hanging out. I will be back tomorrow for game 59, round 3, the third round of this game. And tomorrow, I think I will also announce the realms that we've selected for game 60, the fan created realms. All right, take care. Thanks for hanging out. Bye.